Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? We're here, Talk to Me Goose, for another tank review on the Erac 105 PR. And I tell you, I have not reviewed a tank yet that has been as ugly as this one. This tank does not look good at all. It's a box. You know what the Sheridan looks like? This is kind of like a French Sheridan. So we're going to take a look today at the stats of the Erac and see if it's any good, how it's going to play, and we'll do a play test demonstration. And let's start it up right away by taking a quick, wonderful glance at the stats of this tank. So stat-wise, let's see. What's it look like? Here we go. So first things first, when we're taking a wonderful look at this tank, it's average damage on the gun, not terrible, 320, kind of nice. Standard penetration on the tank is 222 for standard rounds. We got 270 for heat rounds. And then if you're rocking the HE, which will be really good if you run into another one of these tanks, at 53. When we go to take a look at the armor of this thing, I'm going to tell you right now, we'll do that in just a couple moments, but it doesn't look good. Even the camo value, 16 base for a light tank, is not great at all. You will only be able to get that up to about 32% view range. It does have good view range. The traverse of the tank is pretty good, 0.16, 0.16, and 0.12 with the turret, which is actually pretty decent, pretty decent. So let's go take a look at the armor. Hull, 20, 15, 15. Turret, 20, 15, 15. It has 0 armor. This thing, any tank that shoots HE will pen this. So keep that in mind when you are out and about trolling around. It does have pretty good speeds though at 70. And then if you put a turbo, like a bounty turbo, it moves it to like 76 kilometers an hour. This thing can move fairly quickly. So it does have that going for it. Total weight, 8 tons. That's it. Let's take a look now at the armor of the tank. The armor, look at this thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even look like you can ricochet it. It's crazy. I'm sure you might get like the weird bounce that's a ricochet off the gun, but other than that, this thing is just green all around. Even with the HE, you know, you might get a little bit 0 pen just because of the angling, but pretty much anywhere you hit this thing, you're penning it with HE. So keep that in mind when you're out troll-a-lolling with this tank and zooming around trying to do your spotting. Let's take a look in game with the way I have it set up and take a look at the different values that it does. All right, so let's start. Full camo crew, full brothers in arms. We have a beautiful camo value of 34. To give you perspective, that's 20% less than an even 90. Or more than 20, sometimes even 30% less than an even 90. So keep that in mind when you are playing this tank. It's going to be rough. The vision, 494, not bad. That's how I have it set up down here. The speed, like I said, that's the big redeeming feature. It's pretty quick, 76. So that's kind of where we're at with it. It's got 1,400 hit points. This is a tier 9 light tank, 320, 225, like with all the bonuses of the perks, 0.31 dispersion, DPM 2000, so not great DPM, and again, no armor. So this is what I meant by one of the ugliest tanks. Look at this thing. It's not very pretty, and it's very kind of flat all over. So let's jump into a battle, see how this thing plays. So let's take a look. What do we have for a matchup today? We have 3 light tanks, 5 TDs, 4 mediums, and 1 heavy. So we're going to definitely have some fun. Senlac, Squall, and a RU-251. So let's see if we can get in a position to get some spotting in. I don't want to go too close because, again, like I said, this tank does not have a lot of camo. So you need to be really kind of careful with how you're going to play this tank. It is fast, though, so it can get into position. Let's hold here. Hopefully we can do something. Yeah, no camo. Whew. As you can see, even in that position, in the bush, I got spotted. Let's try one more time. Okay, safe that time. Might have been my fault. I might have been peeking out of that bush. Udez push. Looks like they have nothing on the TD hill over there. Driver's dead. Let's bring that guy back. All right, what our plan is now is we're going to push to the other side to try to spot. Not get shot by this DZT. Spotting everything in the middle. We have nobody to shoot it, though, so we're kind of in trouble. Nice. Let's see if we can get away. Okay. Take some of that spotting. Let's try to get back into a position. Tried to get around. Fortunately, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. I'll take it. 2,000 spotting, 600 damage. Got a kill on the RHM. Should pick up this win. All right, let's get out of here. What we're going to do something a little bit different today. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to load up my EU press account now. So we played one game on the NA. We're going to play one on the EU and see how it goes. So here we are on the EU server. So we're going to go with the same setup that we had on the NA, just so that we have identical comparisons. So we're going to go Bounty Optics. We're going to go CVS, and we're going to go Turbo. Now, you might want to rock, because the speed is pretty good. An option might be like low noise exhaust on this to get that bonus camo. So that is an option. So we're going to try the low noise exhaust this time and see if we have a better outcome. I know I said we're going to do identical, but I feel like low noise is definitely a better option for this tank because it already has crazy good speeds. So we're gonna rock that out. So there we go. Now we're going to see what the camo values are at. So we saw on the NA without the low noise what it was at. So now we're sitting at 43.5, which is a lot more respectable for a camo value for a light tank. Hopefully it'll make a difference. We're still rocking the 494. We're going to swap up some ammo here. I think I'm going to keep a couple extra HE this time, though, just in case I have to fight other light tanks or bat chats, things like that have low armor. The HE does have a 53 pen. So let's jump into battle here on the EU and see how we make out. All right, so we got Serene Coast. We're against two light tanks in the game. We got me and an even 90 against a G-SOAR and an LT432. I feel like we might have the advantage. My ping is not too bad. It's about 100. So I'm going to take a regular spotting bush, probably like right in here, just because I feel like I'm fast enough to get there. By the way, I didn't talk about shell velocity. So we got 1127 and 958 and 958. I definitely notice a difference without the turbo. I probably got spotted. Yeah. So nice. Already hit. Of course, even 90 decided to take the spot right where I said I was going to go. That's fine. And he's dead. Nice. Even 90 made an aggressive play. So I'm going to try to be aggressive as well. We have all of these TDs sitting back there. Not spotted. Okay. Lanson took 920 to try to shoot me. Surprised the Lanson is still alive. Spotted their ISU. Spotted the Kilana. Re-spotted the Kilana, I think, maybe? Or the even 90 did. Did get spotted by that 61. Scorpion's coming back. Take that spotting. Need to be careful because I saw. Okay. Take some of that spotting. Let's go. Let's try to get one shot of damage at least. All right. So overall, 3,300 spotting, 300 damage. I mean, you know, the last one was just kind of a Russian. You already get some damage. So that's me. That's the game on the EU server. It's game on the NA. They kind of both went the same way. Got some extra spotting. We'll see if we got any blind assist. I don't think so though. But overall, this is the tank. 3% up on the mark. We got 733 XP right in the middle of the pack. Even 90 got 1,600 spotting. We got 3,300. So, I mean, there you go. We did make an impact on the game. Let's do our final thoughts on the Erac 105 prototype. So, final thoughts. Let's go through the pros. Pros. It's fast. It's got good gun handling. Its view range isn't too bad at 494 with the coated optics and the food. Those are the pros. The cons. The cons of this vehicle are the camo value is not substantial, 43, and that's rocking the low noise bounty, that's rocking the food and the full upgrades. So that's with the camo value. Other thing, low DPM, and it's big. So you got to take these into consideration when you're playing this. I would play this like a Hawk 30. So if you like a Hawk 30 style gameplay, this tank plays a lot like the Hawk 30 minus the HE pen at 53 instead of the nice Hawk 30 105 that it gets. So yeah, if you like that play style, this might be the tank for you. Overall, I give it about a 2.5 out of 5. Note, they are coming out with a patch potentially tomorrow that will change some of the gun handling statistics potentially. If that happens and the gun handling goes from like the 0.16 or and 0.12 that it is, or 0.12, 0.12, 0.16. We saw it earlier in the video. And they change that and they make that worse. This goes from a 2.5 to like a 1.5 stars. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at playing this or picking this up. I believe this one will be one of the Battle Pass tanks that is coming out. So just an FYI about that. And hope everybody enjoyed the video. Good vibes. Cheers. And I see you on the next one.